no severe weather alert. We had a severe weather alert and everything passed over, so I'm grateful for that. I also got a stupid text message saying that Canada is suffering because of your sin. First of all, I am not responsible as an individual for the corporate sin of Canada. Secondly, a message like that is from somebody who has no understanding of what God's love is, of what sin is. It's emotional manipulation, and it's somebody that's trying to intimidate me, and somebody that's trying to rattle my cage, and somebody that's got nothing better to do. So I put that back onto them. It goes back onto them. It's a reflection of their thinking. It's a reflection of them being uneducated and emotionally trying to manipulate somebody. And it doesn't work with somebody like me. It's very stupid to send messages like that to people. Very stupid. Very, very dumb. So I wish that person would just deal with their own psychology and their own psychological thinking, because really and truly, it's got nothing to do with me. It's got everything to do with how they think and their worldview, and they're looking for somebody to target, so they're targeting me. That's what it is. It's very stupid. Anyway, for the scriptures for today, what I wanted to focus on is about how our journey is about the inner journey. It's about that perseverance, if we look at the first reading and then the psalm, that we can be confident in the Lord, even in grief, even in seasons of hardship, even going through unemployment. The Lord promises us that the Lord promises us that those of us who have done our duty, who have remained faithful to Him, will receive a reward at the end of time. So yes, we strive for things in this world. We don't choose to live like the saints. Some of them chose to live as paupers. Some of them chose not to own property. Some of them chose to be completely dependent on others and on whatever people could give them, like St. Clare, the poor Clares. Those of us who are living in this modern age do not have to choose that lifestyle. We can choose to educate ourselves, to go out, to work, to become speakers like me, to become anything that we want. We can go out and we can strive for it and ask for the Lord for His blessings. And if you're like me, you can do a consecration, and you can consecrate all your worldly goods to Our Lady and put them under her protection, as well as your life. In August, we are celebrating the Immaculate Heart of Mary, and we are honoring Mother Mary this month in August. So these are beautiful things that we can take with us. And the lives of the saints encourage us in our prayer, in how we live, and in who we are. And we are not, whether it's me or whether it's another individual, we are not responsible for how Canada is suffering. That sin cannot be put onto one person. Just like Jesus' crucifixion cannot be put onto me. It's something that everybody is responsible for. And that's why, unlike the person who chooses to target me and send me filthy text messages, I take action. I try to raise awareness. I take action to change things, not because I hate Canada like them, but because I love this country and I want my life to get better, and I want to have a job and be a responsible citizen and have my big property and have my car and have all the things that I'm working for. And it's also the reason that my family is willing to share what they have with me. If I was a drunk and a prostitute and participating in harems and doing all kinds of filth, Why would anybody help me? Why would my family help me? If I didn't take my own initiative and go and study and graduate and work part-time and set a good example for others, why would they help me? They wouldn't. They say, I don't know what you're going to do. Good luck. If you'll end up living on the street, well, what must we do? Because that's how some people are. Some people are like that. So, whoever's sending me these messages, they need to be very careful, because God is watching me the same way God is watching them. And like the scripture tells us, at the end of time, when God judges, he will judge me for my actions and my life and my works, and he will judge them for theirs. If I was them, I would be frightened to send text messages like that to people. I would be frightened, because in the end, it's not acceptable. And I've been trying to warn them. I've been trying to tell them to stop issuing death threats, sending me messages saying, go up to your roof, we'll be happy to come by after work and throw you off the rooftop, go out on your balcony and take another photo and jump. Those kinds of messages are all evil. They're evil. And everybody with a heart knows the difference between right and wrong. You don't have to go to school for somebody to tell you that that kind of a message is not right and it's not appropriate. It doesn't matter whether it's the Prime Minister of Canada or whether it's me. In our faith tradition, everybody is created in the image and the likeness of God. Everybody's life is valuable, including mine. But to them, my life is not valuable, and they want to manipulate emotionally, and they want to get somebody to grovel at their feet, so this is what they're doing. They throw tantrums, they don't know how to speak to people, they won't take responsibility. Even when we do exorcisms in the church, we ask for the name. So they use my name. That's why I'm saying they're Satanists, because they use my name when they message me. They'll say Belinda, and then they'll put all this. But you ask them for their name, they won't give it. You phone them, they won't answer. They'll answer and keep quiet. That's why I'm saying they're Satanists. And the way I'm being treated in this country is not right. I should be treated with the utmost respect and consideration, because I have a special ministry in the church. And whether I'm earning a living from that and the money's coming in or not, I should still be treated with the respect I deserve. As a spiritual director, it's not right. It's not right. And I don't know if people thought that, by taking everything away from me, then they could force me into becoming a nun. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works, not in our church. If this country had any sense, they would make sure that I got into a decent paid job, that I got the support to move into a position that paid me well, that I was able to take care of my mother financially, because believe you me, I hear about it all the time. I hear about it. And it's not like I'm not doing everything I can to get a good paid job. Even my mother tells me, you are supposed to be taking care of me. And does she think I don't know that? Of course I know that. But if I'm not getting the work and I'm not getting the support and I'm not getting the opportunities to earn well, then that's not my fault. Because I have done and I am doing everything that I am capable of doing. And instead of treating me like rubbish, this country should be proud of me. And instead of treating me like, oh yeah, we're just going to fire you because we can't fix your ID, ID should be created so that I can do my job. Instead of treating me like the Americans and refusing to accommodate because I have health problems, I should be accommodated, especially if I'm performing and I'm meeting my targets. That's why it's so filthy what's being done to me. And all the junk and all that they're putting into the foods, force-feeding animals, all that is causing diseases in people, including brain diseases and mental health illness. And I'm glad the Americans are finally standing up to it through their government, and they're saying no. It's good. It had to happen. I'm just one individual. So these people, whoever you are, and you're watching my videos, stop sending me those messages. You think you can control me, but you can't even control yourself. Because all you can do is sit there and wait for your opportunity when you come home from work, or when you get your break or whatever, or even if you're not working, if you're in the prison, you're just sitting around thinking about, oh, what can we say now to upset her, to emotionally manipulate her? How can we get her to end her life? How can we get her to do this or do that? I have no time for you. I have no time for you. And I feel sorry for you. I'm getting on with my life. I have things to do. I have set goals and I've achieved them. I have lots of things that I'm doing in my life to help myself to move forward. I might not have everything. I might not be the most well-paid person in the world, but I've got my faith. I've got my faith, and I've got goals, and I've got plans. And I'm trying to help others, unlike you, that's sending people messages that why don't you go and kill yourself, and death threats and messages about harems. Those things are not jokes, and it's not funny. This life is about perseverance in faith and about doing good, not what you people are doing to me. Why do you even follow my videos if you're not interested in learning about the Lord, in improving your life, in leadership development? Why do you even follow me? Don't.